Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on the Book Publishing Academy podcast. My name is Janine Hernandez, your host, and today we have a very special guest. Her name is Imelda Hartly. She is an author of the Book Publishing Academy. She's been on the show before, but today she's going to share a little more about her chapter inside of Voices That Inspire, which is an anthology book that's coming out October 4th. Welcome, Imelda.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be with you all here today. Janine, thank you for this opportunity to share a little bit about my story in the book.
I'm super excited to dive a little deeper with you. For anyone that's watching and listening, who is Imelda? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Imelda. Imelda is a mother. Imelda is a grandmother. Imelda is an entrepreneur. Imelda is a community leader in so many things that I do. Role model as a leader. Imelda is a human rights activist, but most important, Imelda is an author of the Book Publishing Academy.
I love it. And with this anthology book, why did you decide to have your chapter inside the book? And how did you know it was the right time to speak out?
Because I think we need to tell others that have gone through the same, in my case, sexual abuse, that sometimes it seems so dark in life, but at the end, it's always going to be light. And I think that's the message, a message of hope. A message of hope that those that gone through the same or are even experiencing that there is hope, there is light. Uh, and one day you're just gonna be able to get out. And you have a partner, but then you say the word no. And the word no means no. And if I do it by force, what's it that called, Um, that's called rape. And it's so hard for me to speak those words, to even write about it, but I did it because it also takes courage to really write about this. But I did it hoping that other women are going through the same, knowing that we don't have to take it. It's not okay. And that there is hope.
Okay, I love that you have some insight on this particular topic and that you can help other people. What do you hope readers will take away from your chapter in particular?
That there are sometimes circumstances we have no control. But there are other circumstances where we can rise up, have a voice, and say no more. You know, Once I empower myself, not only I broke the cycle of domestic violence, I broke that cycle of sexual abuse from my partner, uh, who always did it constantly when he was drunk. And so it takes courage, and it's a process. But if I did it, anyone can do it.
Hmm. And you've written another book and you're currently writing another one. Do you find it easy for you to write about your story, or do you still have moments where it's a challenge and it's still a part of the healing process?
No, I think with your support that you have given to me and the pushes that you gave it to me, now it's easy. Although you remember at the beginning, it took me like 2 years to actually write the book. And I think I have to say thank you to you for always pushing me, like, you can do it. What do you need? What can I do for you? Now it kind of feels easy because there's always a different story in our lives that we can share. There's always going to be a tribe. There's always going to be someone who's gone through domestic violence. There's always someone who's been sexually abused. There's always going to be someone who's been cheated by someone they met online. Uh, so there's always going to be a story for someone to really read about it and share, and that is going through the same. And that is the reason why I'm doing it, to inspire others, knowing that your story is not the only ones that went through the same.
Yeah. And knowing that other people might have gone through the same thing, it helps them share their story and maybe come forward too to get help. So, how did being a part of a group of authors with similar passions and experiences impact your journey in this project?
Oh my gosh, you really get inspired hearing others. It's such an inspiration when you connect with others. When we do the annual summit, that you host for the last 2 years, it's just an incredible experience. Meeting there, learning about what they're writing. About the books. I think it's like you feel like you belong to this group. And then sharing all different stories. You just want to hear about what they got to say, or buy the books. So it's for me, it's really exciting. Having a speaker that inspired me. Different authors in there. It's just an inspiration. It's like I don't know how it's like a spark on me to do more.
Mm-hmm. I love that. And how has the project influenced your confidence and your purpose moving forward?
I think I really feel more confident now. Of course, that I got all the tools that I need. Especially, yesterday when we had the Zoom, about the 8 pillars, what really wholeness means. Like, I mean, you just like on fire, like knowing that you are on the right path. So I think having the right tools is always important for us to keep moving forward.
I love that. Yeah, yesterday's presentation with Vasti was amazing. She's also one of the authors. So it does, when you are connected with each other in that sense, it does make all the bit of a difference and it inspires you to move forward.
Correct.
If you could speak directly to a reader who is going through something similar to what you wrote about, what would you say to them?
I would say I know the pain because I've been in their shoes, but they're not alone. I'm there to support them, and we can end that. There is hope.
Mm. And when you were going through it, did you ever like have that glimpse of hope, or did you feel like I'm never gonna get out of this?
You know what? Every time I went through that, I just pray. Always pray. Always pray. My body was there, but my mind was with God, knowing that God had to rescue me one day. I just didn't know how, because I tried to fight, but they were much stronger than me. So even so, you might think I lost hope. I never lost hope. I always pray. And having that prayer, it kept me connected with my hope that one day things were going to get better.
And they did.
Yes.
And you're doing amazing things. I love it.
Thank you.
What's next for you after this anthology? Do you have plans of writing more, speaking, or doing more advocacy work?
Yes, I would like to speak, especially during the month of October. As you know, October is domestic violence awareness, and I'm a survivor in many different ways. Um, I was once Tina when I was very much young in California. Thank God that I was able to flee free. And but how many others came? Because they're taken to different countries. I was able to read the cycle domestic violence, and I just would like to talk about that. Uh, Sometimes you seem like, no, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. But yes, you can. Yes, you can. But it's a process. It's a process. It starts with like, I don't deserve this. This is not healthy for me. We're just having those thoughts. And then maybe joining a group, a support group of women that have gone through the same, you start getting more empowered. And each step of the way, then it gets to the point you say, I'm ready. I'm going to do it. And that's exactly what happened to me. Like, I'm ready. I'm gonna do it. I had no idea how because I had 11 kids underage, but I knew I was ready and I did it.
Hmm, that's good. Well, Imelda, I am so proud of you because I've seen you from the very beginning, like you said, when you were having trouble write the book and it took you like 2 years. And I kept pushing you, like, hello, we gotta get this done. And your book cover was absolutely beautiful. You did some amazing things with that. But since then, you've done so much. You've been speaking at a lot of events. You've been advocating. Like you said, you do a lot of stuff in the community. You're currently writing your next book, and I am just so proud to see where you started to where you are now.
Yeah, and because of the Book Publishing Academy, now I'm writing my book, which is say, Gracias por todo, gracias por nada. And then Shaw's book is Who Saved Jojo, who talks about our dog Ginger, who was like a therapy dog for my daughter who's autistic. So this was coming up next.
I love it. Thank you so much for joining us, Imelda. Where can our viewers and listeners reach you if they want to contact you?
But you can always follow me on my Facebook or Instagram, Imelda Hartley. Um, and yes, Imelda, IMELDA HARTLEY.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Imelda. I
Thank
truly
you.
appreciate you. And for anyone that is listening or watching, the event is going to be October 4th at Testal Mexican Kitchen in Phoenix from 4 to 6. We're going to have all of the authors reading a little bit of their chapter. We're going to eat some tacos. We're going to have a great time. So if you're local, we would love to see you there. A portion of the proceeds will be benefiting She Thrives Foundation. They are a nonprofit that specializes in helping women escape domestic violence. They provide financial assets and literacy so that they can go back to school and get educated and get, some sort of funding to move forward in their life. And we will see you on another episode of the Book Publishing Academy podcast. Please make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, a review, and share with a friend.